Cam, how do you compartmentalize everything that's happened over the last couple of games here?
I don't know if I compartmentalize it. I just try to stay in the moment of it. When you lose, people try to do the same thing, and so either we learn from our mistakes, or they're going to continue to keep biting us in the butt.
How tough is this going to be to recover from?
We'll see. I think you play a game on Sunday, you lose, and then Thursday you lose a game like the way we lost. Got some time to think about it, but we got football after that, and then hopefully you're past the grieving process after this time off.
Cam, you've been with this team through a lot of ups and downs over the years. Mm-hmm. This feels like a unique position for you guys. Is there a change in anything that you guys have to institute as leaders to stop this?
I think it's the stuff we talk about. I think it's just the execution-wise. You look when we were out there on defense early on, man, you can't give up 21 points like that. I don't care who it is. You tip your hat to them. They got the job done today. But, man, there were mistakes out there all around. And, luckily we were able to get a lid on it later. But spotting 21 points and having to dig yourself out of that hole is not something you're usually accustomed to in the NFL.
You guys have talked a lot about how, you guys, it wasn't anything new that you guys didn't see before. It wasn't a surprise that they caught you with. It's been about execution. And when that continues to be a problem, what has to change to get you guys over the hump of that execution?
Either guys learn or, you got to change who's in there. Myself included. If I can't execute, then you got to take me out. That's just the way the group rolls. That's the way we've always done. But I think we have the capable men of doing that. I think in a short week it comes down into those execution type of plays. Thursday games always come down to, who can make the least amount of mistakes. Is usually the team that wins on these Thursday nights.
You play a lot of guys at inside linebacker, even snap to snap. Mm-hmm. Was that at all a factor in either communication or execution?
I think the inside linebacker, it's a tough position to begin with because so much it's the hub of communication. But I think it's Landon brings so much stability in there, and then when we had him out at the end of the Sunday game, it was rough. But there's gonna be good plays and bad plays, and Michael Walker made a great play getting the interception. But inside linebacker play, it's tough. We're asking guys to get on a moving train and asking them to play at a high level, but we need that. We can't run away from it, and hopefully we can be better because of it.
Cam, how do you keep guys together through this negativity?
I think you keep guys together by being accountable, not running from the mistakes. We'll have meetings tomorrow, but I'm not someone who's gonna shy away from what's going on, and hopefully I know a lot of our guys are gonna think the same way. When we're out there or when we're in meetings, there's a standard, there's a level of play that needs to be accustomed to everybody, and when we fall short, everybody's accountable for it. Nothing more than that.
Cam, as a leader, as a captain, what's your role in fixing it?
Attacking it during practice.
What did Mike say to you guys after the game? Did he say anything different than what you've seen him say over the years?
I don't think Mike T doesn't like to, I think Mike T likes to absorb the film before he really makes a judgment, and I think that's fair. Obviously, players are ticked off, mad about the game, but it's just about being smart with your words and getting back in the lab and absorbing what's really going on. You can't put a mask over this. This has been two ugly games that we have to be accountable for.
So Cam, it wasn't a case of, okay, they're starting Zappy this week, that they did something different. This was just,
No.
you guys didn't play the way you need to play.
No, you start the game, especially in the turnover department. We got a turnover, didn't get points. They got a turnover, got 7. When you have that trade-off and that sudden change, I don't think we handle it as well. And that was something we really need to adjust from the game before. A couple times we were on a short field, and we had actually a long field where we didn't get a touchdown on the offense in the game before, and so they had a 99-yard drive, and we didn't get off. And we talk about absorbing that and getting back, and I don't think we absorbed it. I thought in the second half we really settled down, and you can see we didn't give up any points, but man, you really can't give up 21 points early on and ask your offense to just, continue to keep climbing. They were giving up 10 points the last 4 games. So as a defense, we knew that going in, and we kind of, we didn't answer the call in that regard when it came to, providing short fields enough and getting off the field and surrendering, 3 points instead of 7.
Anybody else?
Kim,
How confident are you that this thing can be turned around after 2 disappointing losses?
I'm confident, but the work has to be done. I can sit up here and be mad and, have an opinion, but the work and the film work especially has to be looked at, and we all got to grow because of it.
Kim, some guys had said that you guys didn't feel like you took the Cardinals seriously enough. I'm assuming that was not a problem again, but you had some of the same issues. Do you feel like there's something wrong going into the approach or the mentality coming into these games?
I think it's execution. There's plays to be made, and then when we don't make the plays, everybody's got to own up to it. You can call that whatever you want, but to me, when you don't make the play, you don't make the play. And that's not overlooking somebody. NFL, man, you could play an 0-15 team, and that team can dust you if you're not careful. Everybody's got professionals, and everybody prepares. But I think the execution, and especially in this game, the execution has to go up. Coming off a short week, and so many different things going on. We lost our quarterback for a couple weeks. Defense, offense, you just got to pick up the level of execution and can't have those mistakes going forward.
Last one.
Cam, how
Any
did
comment on throwing 4th and 2? I know you're a defender, but when you see a 4th and 2 bomb go up from your backup quarterback with the season on the line, what's your reaction?
Go for it. I'm not running from it. He wanted to see his playmaker make a play. Didn't make it, so be it. As a defense, I look at it like, man, we shouldn't have been in that situation. 18 points is plenty, and 21 is way too much.
All right, thanks, Cam.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Mitch, the call of that last fourth down, was the intent the whole way to go deep on that play, or was that just something you thought you saw?
We had multiple options. The safety was favoring GP. I liked one-on-one with Deontay. I felt like I could throw a better ball.
It just seemed like you guys had a couple chances in the quick change game in the second half there, and you weren't able to really take advantage of them. Why do you feel like you guys weren't successful in those circumstances?
Missed opportunities. I got to play better. I feel like I let the guys down. We got to score off the turnover, a couple of those 4th downs, the one in the red zone, and then the one ball to Deontay. I got to be better for the guys, for the team. It's disappointing, missed opportunities, and I didn't play good enough for us to win. And that's how I'm feeling right now.
Mitch, actually, the play before the long throw to Deontay, there was 2:05 left on the clock, 3rd and 2. Was there any conversation about running there, using the 2-minute warning as your timeout, and then maybe resetting or getting closer at least so you could try a sneak or something on 4th and short?
I don't know what they were talking about on the sidelines. I was on the huddle. I'd have to go back and check with Coach. I get what you're saying. We definitely had, I think we had our RPO on. Is that the one I threw to Deontay, and then we got it to 2 yards?
I thought it was actually incomplete.
The play before?
I'm talking about the 3rd and 2.
The one that
before.
Pickens over the.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm thinking about a different one. Regardless, the one to Pickens on the slant, I missed. So I mean, we had some opportunities. I mean, I like the calls at the end. We just didn't make the throws. I didn't capitalize. Whatever they were talking about on the sidelines, whether it was run, pass, we understand we had an opportunity to run it before the 2 minute, but we liked our call on 3rd and 2. I had Jordan on the slant. I looked down the iPad. I thought it was going to be a little bit different angle coming out, and I put it high, trying to lead him up the field, and it was a bad throw.
Mitch, before looking at tape, anything you can put your finger on why it's such a slow start?
They did a good job of disrupting the timing of some of our routes. We got in some 3rd and long situations, which is tough against those guys. It's a solid defense. They do a good job of mixing up coverages, stopping the run, putting you in 3rd and long, uncomfortable situations. And they did a good job of mixing coverage and just contesting throws, made it tough on us. And we weren't good enough in the 1st and 2nd quarter, and that mostly starts with me. And I feel like timing was a part of that. And I just got to be better.
Mitch, what did you see on the one that Peppers picked?
So Pat had like a bender. He was got a. I thought he was going to bend in front of that safety a little bit. So it ends up being a bad decision.
George Pickens appeared very frustrated coming off the sidelines. I know you're frustrated as well. Is that anything you interact with during game time, or anything you can say, or is that something you deal with later?
Yeah. I try to talk to G on the sidelines. Obviously, he's frustrated. We're all frustrated. Game didn't go down how we wanted it. We'd like to get him the ball more, get him going. He's a special talent. And once we figure that out, and just everyone's got to manage their emotions, and we got to drive in the same direction in order to be successful. But he cares, man. He cares, and he shows it in different ways. And those frustrations come out, but everyone's frustrated. But I talk to him, give him some time. We'll come back tomorrow, go back to work. That's all I know how to do. Just go back to work.
Mitch, how tough is it to battle through those frustrations, especially when you guys are in a hole early on like that and we're trying to climb out of it?
It's tough. Everyone's frustrated, but as you can see, the game is close and the tide can turn very quick. And I feel like even in the second half or the first half, things weren't going our way. We kind of got some momentum in the second half, and that's why I just try to relay to the young guys who haven't played a lot of ball in the NFL. The games are going to be close. They're going to come down to the end, and it's those little plays that can turn the tide and momentum. So you can't let your frustrations get in the way of what can potentially be a big play to turn that tide and be there for the team. So we just got to continue to stick together, pull each other in, learn from our mistakes, and it starts with me being a better leader and getting the guys right.
Where'd that momentum start for you?
One of the touchdown drives, and then the defense getting the turnover, and then we didn't score on that one. But then the block kick on special teams was a huge play that we ended up scoring on. So defense played a great game. That was a huge special teams play. I just got to play better to give us a better chance.
Were there looks that they gave you that you guys maybe weren't as prepared for, that might have made you look in the wrong directions or caught you off guard at all?
I mean, they do a good job with making it hard on the quarterback. On a short week, I felt we were well prepared. You would just like to stay out of those 3rd and long situations. That's going to be hard in the NFL in general. Any 3rd and 8+, it's going to be tough to convert. We got it going in the second half a little bit, I feel like, but they're going to make it tough on you all the way down. And I just thought we could be more efficient in other areas to stay out of those positions.
Mitch, it's 2 home losses to two win teams. How difficult it's going to be to recover as a group?
We just go back to work, bounce back. Next week is in front of us. We go back to work, learn from this, and get better. So we got to pull together and go back to work.
Mitch, you guys have talked about the work you guys have put in practice, and then when it comes to the start of games, where's maybe the missing link from your viewpoint on getting off to those starts that you guys need to have that momentum early on?
Yeah, we got to start faster. We got to have 2 good first plays, and hopefully you skip a 3rd down. But if you get a 3rd down, you got to convert. We got to be better in situational football, and that's 3rd down in the red zone. Whatever we're doing, I don't know. We got to change it up. I feel the guys know the starting plays to start out. We're just not executing at a high level, and it starts with me and the leaders on the team. So we got to be better.
Mitch, how do you deal with the fans' frustrations?
It's understandable. Played like crap in the first half. It is what it is. I mean, they're frustrated. We're all frustrated, but we did better in the second half to give us a chance. But I got to play better. That's the bottom line.
The flag at the end.
Last two.
With Christian Kuntz, it appeared that New England was offsides.
Yeah.
And then abruptly it was a false start. That spur of the moment, was your reaction that you get another chance? I mean, how quickly did
Yeah.
it fade where you're like, oh.
I thought for sure we were getting another chance. I didn't see exactly what happened, what Christian did to draw them off sides, but I just watched the Patriots player reaction, and you could see that he felt like he was off sides. So to me, it seemed like that he was, just based on his reaction. Kuntz didn't look like he did anything different to me, but we don't talk about that. I mean, I just did, but it was one play, and we had more opportunities than just that play to win the game.
What did Mike say to you guys after the game?
Pull together, go back to work. Gotta step up.
All right, thanks, everybody.
Thanks.
What's it in here?